Just checking. One second. I think that we're fine. If perhaps a bit on the softer side, catch up to us. We are beginning a new and relatively short, if memory serves, adventure. Gone home. Let us see what awaits. I'd love a new game. Yes, please. Don't resume. No. Hello. Nice to see you there. Alright, overwrite your existing game process. Process? What? That's fine with me. Walk and look around. I like a good simple control scheme. Make sure to put your little fingies in there to wind back the tape.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
Love you. Bye. June 7th, 1995. Just quiet compared to game. Essentials. Settings are right. Also want to bring the microphone closer to the faces and see who's the settings was. There? I don't... Should be fine. Here's you passed out on the porch again. Right in my satchel pouches, yes. That's how I enjoy to sleep. Alright. Some sort of freeway. Shivering, no doubt. Katie, I'm sorry I can't be there to see you, but it is impossible, as I have gouged out me eyes. Please don't go digging around trying to find out where I am. I don't want anyone. It didn't always be that way. It didn't always be that way. What? To know. We'll see each other again someday. Don't be worried. I love you. Sam. I'd like to keep this as a memento. Give me your note. Fine. Alright? And the door. Locked. No doubt rusted shut from all this recent precipitation. The key is almost certainly in the bamboo. No, it is not. Grab cup. This is no time to throw a tantrum. Just leave the cup alone. Turn lamp on. Ah, that's nice. That's nice. Right. What am I looking at? Oh, Christmas decorations. For a second, I thought it was just miles and miles of entrails. Grab the Christmas duck. Mr. Christmas duck, do I have your consent? Aha! The key. I need to put you down, Mr. Christmas duck. I don't want to break you. Sorry, that was a little rough. Love you. Alright, take the house key, and then Mr. Christmas duck. Good old Christmas duck. That's cute. Back in the cabinet. Alright, thank you. No wasting electricity. For me. Can I read my tags, though? Caitlin Greenbrier, Portland, flight number 970, June 6th, 1995. Did it say it was June 7th now? Took me an entire day to travel to the porch. I'm not criticizing your walking speed, Caitlin. I'm just curious. Alright, we're wide open. The butler will no doubt come back for my things. I will continue. Lovely staircase. Wide. I like them thick that way. Okay. A little bit creepy that the lights seem to be on some sort of motion detection scheme. But I'll just ignore it for now. That's fine. Front hall. Read invoice Wellspring Movers from Terrence Greenbrier. Box's kitchen, Box's master bed, child bed, library, office, 2 televisions. Woo! The luxury. Packing, delivery, insurance. Total of $2,750.
Dear Katie,
However, they seem to have left
so much
things.
has changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house. I'm at a new school. And my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier.
I'm sorry.
It doesn't feel real. But I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal. Just like I was talking to you.
I'm sorry I'm off gallivanting who knows where and being a bad sister. I love you. I always have. Grab the hand soap. Such a forward proposition. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Examine magazine. Author magazine. Stephen King. Apparently no details about what the article about Stephen King entails. Just, if you're a fan of Stephen King, oh, you're gonna need this mag. Toilet paper. I could probably use that later. After I jump scared. Gently. We got bandages. We've got cleansing powder for my rough, rashy thighs. Good. Good. That's my favorite. I love water. I could have had the lights on this entire time. When I come back from a long trip, my first stop is typically the restroom. Powder my nose, you know. You knows. Clean towels, if anyone's interested. Good. Jeeves, have you retrieved my satchels? What am I paying you for? That's fine. Alright, is there a light on this side of the room? Maybe just this lamp. Yeah, that'll work. I was looking for a wider light, but I'll take it. This is not well organized. This does not spark joy. Read note. Directions to work from new home. Left on... Grubtree? I'm gonna guess Grubtree. Might be Grabtree. Right on Bullhorn. Exit on 47 North. Right onto 202 East. Entrance on right past Wage. Is it? Wage Road. Travel time, 1 hour, 10 minutes. Oh, ugh. Ah. Commuting sickens me. Oh, how I despise. Alright. Oh, I'll risk a little light Peregrine took. We fine. Trying to save electricity, but it turns out it's fictional, so I can just waste it. No big deal. Forestry Service, Janice Greenbrier, Senior Conservationist. Mom, so proud of you. Good fellow high. Where we churn out good fellows, no doubt. Well educated. Grab the board game. Yes, we're playing games. Oh, sorry, I got angry. I got tired, I guess. I could hold it no longer. Over the Alps, a novel traveling game for 2 to 6 players. Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. Ooh. Okay. Thank you. I'll put that back. No yodelay-hee-hooing for me. I feel like this welcome home is a bit, subpar. I was expecting hugs, at the very least. If there was like a tier 2 in my expectations, perhaps fresh, warm cookies from my conservationist mother. But no, nothing for me. Nothing for me, thanks. You've dog-eared all these pages. How are we supposed to find the phone numbers of strangers now? Letter. Dear Jan? I would assume. I don't read cursive. It's so good to hear from you again. All this new house business sounds like quite the adventure. Remember the little dorm room we shared freshman year when we were miserable fantasizing about our dream homes? I always said I wanted a mansion. You said you just wanted a house in the woods. Look who got both. Somebody up there likes you. I could use some of that magic. Send me some lotto numbers. I'll play them. Seriously. But I shouldn't be complaining about this good old split level we've had since Bob got transferred to Winnipeg. We just got new vinyl siding. Jealous yet? Let me know if you ever want to trade places. So, how are the girls doing? Has Katie left on her big European adventure yet? Speaking of jealous, do write back soon. I miss you, Roomy. Carol. Carol, your letter was heartwarming, and it tickled me. It tickled me deeply. Thank you for sharing these memories. Alright, nothing else there. Ooh! Pick up one of my trophies. There's no need to brag. Regional Track and Field Finals, April 21st, 1990. Girls 100-meter relay. First place. Jamie Bloom, Carla Jones, Shawna Rossi, and Caitlin Greenbrier. Dear, dear memories all. I should probably inspect it a little more thoroughly. No? No key taped to the back. Pick up my old track trophy. 1991, girls long jump event, first place. I got them stems, see? Bouncy stems. Alright, I don't know why I'm treating this like a Bethesda game and trying to carefully rob my own home. The Tombs of Youth by Toms. The Toms? The Toms of Tombs by Youth. What's this? Moby Dick or the Whale by Melville. I'm not sure why the book is calling me names. That seems inappropriate. Alright. Locked. Of course it would be. Key is certainly in the vent. Here, kitty kitty. Bring me the key now. Psst, 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 psst. I assume that there's a cat that lives in the vent. Who brings you keys when you go piss, 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 piss. That's my assumption. Worldwide timetable. Katie's departure. So you did know I was arriving. Oh, this is for me leaving to Amsterdam. Did you not know I was arriving then? Are my fresh, warm cookies just around the next corner? So many questions. Read note. Sam, Daniel from the old neighborhood called. He wants to come see the new house. Call him back. Mom, Daniel is a total weirdo. The only reason I ever hung out with him in the first place is he had a Nintendo when we were little. But now we're big. We are big and wide, and I have my own Nintendo. So I don't need Daniel in my life, Mom. Daniel was just a phase. Messages? If there's a message from me saying that I'm coming back from the airport and that I expect warm, hot cookies, and they've just ignored it, I'm going to feel very put out.
Sam. Sam. Hello?
No subtitles for this part. You have to earn.
Sam! Sam, where are you? Really? I need to talk to you.
Oh no.
Please be there.
It's like things got suddenly serious.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really, seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
They did know that I was arriving, but I guess it's too late to be welcomed with cookies. My family is all tucked in bed. They've kicked the sheets away from that sort of under the mattress tuck, and they've just put it under their feet. And they are cozy. God, so cozy. I'm gonna make some long-distance calls while nobody's awake to stop me. Yes, Mr. Prime Minister. It's Caitlin again. Sam, Katie, Mom, Dad. Sam, Katie? Dad, I guess? I'm confused. Oh no, that's Mom. That's Mom and Dad with the mustache. I see it now. Aha! A door that isn't locked. I was beginning to feel a little rejected. Hello? Is anyone awake? Tromp, tromp, tromp through the halls. Press Y to check your location in the house. Oh, nice. It's a lovely little hand-drawn map. If ever I've seen one. Grab button. Heavens to Betsy. A lovely turn of phrase. Who is Betsy in this scenario? Dad is actually both parts. The mustachioed father figure and the blonde conservationist. I believe this theory. Welcome, new student. We hope that you're as excited about your first day becoming a good fellow as we are. Please be sure to bring the following with you on your first day of classes so that we can get right into the swing of things. 1 sturdy folder with pockets for each of your 6 class periods. 1 lined notebook per period, or 1 large notebook with 6 divided sections. At least 6 pens, blue or black ink, none of this fuchsia nonsense, and 6 pencils. 1 box of colored pencils for when we do our coloring books. A standard combination lock for your assigned locker. A nutritious lunch. or $2.50 for a lunch provided by the school cafeteria, and make sure to pack your positive attitude. You don't get to tell me what to do, Beth. I'm going to bring a negative attitude to your school. I'm going to come out of that place a bad fellow. Please remember to get plenty of sleep the night before, and be ready for the first bell to ring at 8 a.m. Or maybe we could just all sleep in and start the learning at 10. What do you say, Beth? See you soon. And again, welcome. You seem to have gone a little overboard with the commas there, Beth, but I'll forgive it.
Oh my God. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House girl. Great.
Kids can be cruel. Especially when you look like Professor Charles Xavier. Mutant! Mutant! Hey, come on, kids. Read obituary? Oh no. Who has died? Who in the hell? Is this Sam? Or is this a new character? Or is this perhaps me? I haven't found a mirror yet to know what I look like. Oscar Doc Masson, 60, of Boone County, died peacefully last month in his home, and yet he was screaming. Mr. Masson was born on September 8th, 1933, in the house that would be his home for the rest of his life. He would die in that home. It would maintain the smells of his rotting flesh for decades. He attained his degree in pharmacy at a young age and returned to Boone County to practice. Do you practice pharmacy stuff? I mean, I'm sure any job requires practice, but I mean, if you're a lawyer or a doctor, but a pharmacist? You open to practice? It's none of my business, really. He quickly became a well-loved figure at the center of the community. In the decades preceding his passing, he was seldom seen outside his home. A service will be held this Sunday at the First Methodist Church at 1 p.m. All are welcome. Bring a positive attitude. His survivors include his nephew, Terrence Greenbrier, as well as, in spirit, the people of Boone County, to whom he provided wellness and comfort and gentle back rubs when they asked. So this was my grandfather? Only 60? That's a young Gramps. Have I learned in my European travels how to spring? Apparently I don't have the button for it. This postcard. From Dear Paris. 8/2/1994. Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. I'm in Paris. I have done many Parisian things, including eating Le Petit Déjeuner. Probably not how it's pronounced, and wearing a beret. I'm going to have lots of film to develop when I get back. Sam, I'm bringing you back something from the Shakespeare Book Company, since you are my favorite and only sister. Love you all. Katie. Mom, Dad, and Sam, 1 Arbor Hill, Weird, Boone County. I'm a good daughter. That's the kind of correspondence that really earns me brownie points with this family. I hear voices.
Residents are strongly urged to
For a second there, I swore this was a little Victorian girl wearing one of those early 2000s bucket hats. And there's nothing worse than a creepy Victorian girl with terrible fashion sense. It does seem rather severe out there. I'm hearing the thunderous booms. curious about the TV, but let me just make sure there's nothing else in the hallway for me to inspect. I'll go in that door first. Read crumpled note. Hey, are you the new girl, Sam? I'm Tommy. I'm at the back bend? I don't think that's what he's trying to say. If you get this and write back, hi Tommy, yes, I'm Samantha. And yes, I'm new. What's up? I just thought since you're new, maybe you could use a friend. I don't have a lot of friends either, and so I thought I'd ask something if you don't mind. Do you mind? No, I don't mind. What did you want to ask? Was it just you, your uncle, who went psycho, or does it run in the family? Samantha has not responded. However, she has crumpled the note. Tommy, you gotta soften the blow when you ask such curiosities. That's just rude. Anyone sleeping in here? I guess not. Not anymore. Yes. Oh, that's good stuff. Don't huff the highlighters, kids. This is not... It's not a... What's the word? Imitatable activity. Oh, it's so gloomy. So gloomy out there. I hope my satchel pouches are not wet. Grab a 3-ring binder and just push it. Push it gently against the lamp. Alright, no way to open it. This is really just a game about turning on lights. And I'll be honest, that's one of my favorite things. My favorite things to do. John Russell opened his eyes and saw them, the stars, twinkling as if he were lying on the grass in his family's yard in Massachusetts. Even though that place was 1,000,000 miles away. No, he blinked the sleep from his eyes, looking through the carbon-reinforced safety glass of the space station Archimedes. Yes, he was a long way from home, but the future needed him. John Russell's head swam. He felt incredibly drunk, despite not having touched a drop in hours. He vomited onto his feet, his bare feet. Why? Why, John Russell? You could have aimed anywhere. He stared for a moment and said a naughty word that we've had to censor. I can't blame him. Processing his sick, flecked toenails. Oh, his sick, flecked toenails, I see. Scanning up his bare shins, bare knees, he was completely naked. The things he saw as he continued to scan. He looked up and met the eyes of a gorgeous blonde woman wearing a tight polymer fiber tunic. The fabric that strained at the seams to contain her generous bosom was emblazoned with the phrase, Matter Transference Operator. When he passed out. Well, this is getting all manner of kinky. Tell me more about this tight polymer suit. John Russell had crossed the gap in time. Only messages had passed before, but now am man. Okay? They needed him. Now more than ever, changing the past was no longer good enough. The instructions from the council had been clear: what to procure, what to construct from it, how to assemble it. So he made the machine, how to transport him bodily across time, and now he stood there on the bridge of the starg ship Archimedes, and of the vessel. Command, I'm assuming, of the vessel, because only he who had saved the Predesnet's life twice before could helm the naive crew to their destiny, the fate of the galaxy. This is why editors charge so much money to edit, because some people just type and type, and it's all sick flecked toenails. Pioneer CLD D703 combination laserdisc compact disc player. The traditional price being just about $1,000. Remote with backlight, double-sided play, headphone out, display on-off, jog, shuttle dial, front and remote, digital CLV, slow-motion freeze frame, last frame memory, asterisk 2 S-video outs, coax optical outs, twin 1-bit DA converters, SN ratio 116 decibels, maybe? CD playback. They say that a jack of all trades is a master of none. I have to disagree. Mastery is not a question of specialization, but sureness of purpose and dedication to craft. If you happen to be in the market for a combination LD-CD player, you'll be glad to know that Pioneer seems to share this particular. I'm going to bed. I cannot continue this review. I'm glad to know the intimate statistics and details of this CD player. Any of these books open a secret passageway? Atonement. No secret passageway for me. That's fine. I'm devastated. Benjamin Almond, The Killing of JFK. A theory. You've seen the movie. Now discover the truth. A superb work of speculation, plotted with amazing skill and showing a level of magnetic artistry not usually present in such academic pieces. Oh, that's a hell of a review. A thrilling theory. I could not put this book down. Really? Just press A. Press A and set it down. Alright, enough fooling around. An important new look at the circumstances surrounding one of the greatest tragedies of our time. Apparently I can't keep this with me, so I'll just keep... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Benjamin Almond. I'll just keep sending it on a little journey. You have fun, JFK. Aha! A combination lock. I seem to remember seeing the word combination, but I think it was just in the combination LD-CD player. Just to double check. That it's not a combination. What if JFK wasn't JFK? But let's be honest, you can do better. Back to the basics. Sent back in time to Dallas, 1963. Again? State of emergency in Dallas cancels the motorcade. Why not disrupt motorcade minutes before? Magic bullet theory. The Long Gunman. Oh God, one of the worst cryptids of all time. Alright, so I guess we'll have to keep our eyes peeled for a four-digit combination. Unless it's 1963, since he seems to have a love of that particular date and the tragedy therein. 1963? Nope. Alright, we'll keep looking. Oh, it is so nice to see you guys there. So sorry I've been distracted by my book reviews and CD players. Some of you snuck in. Hello, hello. I looked at most of these, but then I completely forgot that we had done that, and we're looking again. What have we here? Pacific Insurance Masters. Terrence Greenbrier. Wiring in the house is technically up to safety and amperage requirements. However, multiple layers of wiring have been added into structure over the last 100 years. The system is frequently unpredictable. Lights blink out for no clear reason. pressure on floorboards and door frames disrupts circuits wired directly behind the surface, properly reworking the electrical system would be highly destructive to the walls, floor, and fixtures of the structure. After discussion with Mr. Greenbrier, since there are no current safety concerns, issues will not be addressed. In my own life, I've often made that excuse. I have so much to do today, but issues will not be addressed. Boop. Oh my god, it swivels. Have you guys seen this kind of technology? That is mind-blowing. I feel like I'm on the space station Archimedes. Hello? Swear to God, Victorian child, if you're wearing a bucket hat, I will beat it off of you. I'm not gonna beat it off. Never mind. Lovely library. Alright. Filling in Bendon. Did you ask Bendon first? Seems very forward. There's a squirrel outside on my balcony, and he's just chittering and chittering. He is angry about something, or maybe he's singing a lovely song. I can't tell. Bishop Gray. Platonic solids. Now those solids could come to an agreement. Fresh magazine. This magazine is not stale. True stories. I was a teenage drag queen. Readers tell us about their worst and most humiliating moments that we probably shouldn't have asked about nor published. 90210. Does anybody still care? The male gaze and how to subvert it. Finally. Sarah Holst, not gathering moss. You know what that means. She's fresh. Moss here. Read notes. The accidental patriarch, villain, ambassador, Messiah. The occasional, sometime unreliable, savior hero. The year on the mountain. Come down from the mountain. The accidental prophet, question mark. The unreachable prophecy? The accidental prophet, ... I think you've settled on something there. You've come to an agreement. Much like those platonic solids. What do we got? Stranger? Under my roof? The #1 best-selling advice book for parents of teens. Written by Dr. Elisa Medina. Does she have teens? I don't mean to criticize. I just think you should know what you're talking about. The teen years are fraught with change of all types. Physical, mental, emotional, hormonal, spiritual. But these changes don't just affect your teen. Your teen's turbulent years are a challenge for parents as well. Maybe the biggest challenge you've yet faced since having children. This book holds insights into your teen's behavior. From the very beginning, as he or she first enters adolescence, up through the end of the teen years, as he or she goes to jail for the first time. The practical strategies here are based upon well-tested principles of pediatric psychology, presented by Dr. Elisa Medina, herself a mother of 2 teenagers. That's it. There's my question. Where's my coffee cup? I've lost it. Prepare to gain new tools for establishing a productive, healthy, and loving dialogue with the stranger under your roof. I'd never had such a good conversation with my daughter. These simple tools can make all the difference to a relationship with your child. So just some quick user reviews. That's roasty toasty. I have a new mug, which I have forgotten to reach out and make a sort of digital thank you note for. But if you're watching this later, in the future, thank you for my new mug. I am slurping it. This looks weirdly empty. Why wouldn't you push the shelves all the way into this corner? Or have a custom shelf built to fit that gap? I'd like to speak with your architect, please. There's so much space back here. There's a good half foot of space. What are we doing with our lives? Aha! 0451. Dear Terrence, David asked me to write you regarding the reviews you've been submitting the last few months. Frankly, they're becoming more trouble than they're worth from an editing standpoint. There is a word limit. It's your job to stay under it, not mine to cut back to it. Even then, it's becoming harder and harder to weed out the tangents and non-sequiturs from the usable copy without heavy rewrites. Plus, it's not really appropriate to mention how heavy the bosom of the CD player is. The readers of Home Theater Aficionado want to hear about the quality and value of the hardware, not ruminations on your childhood. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be writing this letter. I'd just be cutting you loose. There's tons of guys half your age who would take half your rate to write stuff I could actually use. But David's known you for a long time, and he's the boss, so I'm giving you one more shot on his say-so. You should write him a nice note thanking him for his patience and generosity, and fill it full of ruminations on your childhood. Look through your old stuff, and start submitting reviews like that again. Then everybody will be happy, except for you, because I've scolded you, and it's really hard to move forward with a professional relationship when you feel slighted. Anyway, Brent Kurtwood. 0451. Thanks, library. I love you. Enjoy your books. And you're still... Oh no, I left the lamp on. It's gonna attract burglars from the out-of-doors. Whew. That was close. There's nothing worse than burglars from the out-of-doors. Alright, what do we got here? Yay! Kubelik and Wise, attorneys at law. Dear Mr. Masson, please find enclosed your original document and a typed copy for your records. The notarized copy has been filed at our offices. Thank you for entrusting our firm with this important matter. Well, you're so firm. How could I not? Will and testament. I, Oscar Masson, possessing full competence of mind and memory, and after full survey of valued items to my name, do hereby declare this document my last will and testament. The following shall hold true upon my passing. Number 1. I declare that I am a lifelong resident of Boone County, that I am unmarried and have no children. So he's not my grandpa? Okay. Number 2. If you'll pardon me, I need to run to the little boy's room. For number 2, I declare that I have no outstanding debts to my name, to any creditors living or dead. I've murdered all my creditors. Number 3, I do hereby bequeath every item of value to which I may die possessed, including the dwelling and surrounding acres located at Arbor Hill, as well as any and all personal property and moneyed accounts, to my nephew, there it is, Terrence L. Greenbrier, Jr., of Ellis County. In the event that said Terrence L. Greenbrier, Jr., of Ellis County should predecease me, then and in such event the bequest to him shall fall, and the same is bequeathed to his children as ordered by age and competence as stewards of the estate. I subscribe my name to this will this 13th day of August, 1973. Signed, Oscar Masson. Nice. Thank you for this lovely home, grand uncle, great uncle. Either way, he was great and grand. Yes, we already saw the heaving, tightly polymered bosoms. Good. Saving electricity. It's too dark. I don't know where I am anymore. Oh, thank God. I found the door. I got scared. All right. Here we go.
This is a severe weather warning. The Northwest Weather
Light
Service
switch around
reports
here.
high winds
There it is.
conditions affecting
Just
the
where
following
we
counties:
suspected.
Austin County, Boone County, Dawn County, Tacoma County, and
Should we
Wistaria
make a small
County.
fire?
Residents are strongly urged to stay indoors.
Yes,
and
please.
secure
Oh,
all
there's no
windows and
matches.
doors.
How am I
Flood
supposed to
conditions
burn this
affecting
mother...
lower elevation.
Never mind. Open pizza box, yes. Fresh, hot, and nothing. First, no fresh cookies, no hugs, and now you've eaten all of the pizza.
This is a
I mean,
severe
that's what I
weather
would have done, so I can
The
move on to
Northwest Weather Service reports high winds and
Ratmobile.
torrential rain conditions affecting the following counties:
interesting.
Austin County, Boone County, Dawn County, Tacoma County, and Wistaria County. Residents are strongly urged to stay
Don't
indoors and
throw the
secure all
mug in a
windows
fit of
and
rage because there's no
flood
pizza
conditions
left.
are
Don't
expected
do it.
at lower elevations.
Alright, apparently I cannot light a fire. Schooners. My favorite. Hi, Terry. Enclosed,
This
please
is a
find a
severe
Pioneer
weather
CLDD-703
Northwest
unit
Weather
with
Service
remote and cables.
reports high winds
We need a
and
half-page
torrential
review
rain
for the
conditions
October
affecting the
issue,
following
so that
counties:
gives you about 2
Austin
weeks to
County,
get us the copy for
Boone
edit.
County,
Standard
Dawn
stuff like you gave us on the CLDD-502. It's a combi player, so check its CD playback with a few discs, as well as laser disc, and they want us to definitely hit the signal-to-noise ratio and TOS link stuff for the high-end buyers. Looking forward to your take on it. Enjoy the unit. Okay, fine. I'll test the RSSI. Notify sender of new address. We no longer live on Dry Creek
This
Road.
is a severe weather warning.
Now we live in a
The
wet
Northwest Weather
creek.
Service reports high winds and torrential rain conditions affecting the following counties:
Unopened
Austin
can
County,
of ginger ale.
Boone County,
Finally,
Dawn
my
County,
family has left me
Tacoma
something.
County, and Wistaria County. Residents are strongly urged to stay indoors.
It's so nice to see you
secure
there.
all
Glad
windows
you made
and
it.
doors.
And
Flood
happy to
conditions are
provide some
expected at
distraction.
lower elevations.
Been a rough few weeks, but I am alive. That is a very accurate description of the last few weeks, all around. But I am so glad to see you. You want to get it, but Alan Wake 2 comes out this week. I've missed.
This is a severe weather
get
warning. The
Seventh
Northwest
guest
Weather
on
Service
VR?
reports high
Is that
winds
it?
and torrential rain conditions affecting the
My
following
own
counties:
life
Austin
and
County, Boone
dreams
County,
are being
Dawn
put
County,
aside
Tacoma
and
County,
on hold
and
for Alan Wake
Wistaria
2
County.
coming out this week.
Residents are
So I
strongly urged
completely
to stay
understand.
indoors and secure all
There
windows
is
and doors.
nothing else on my
Flood
mind.
conditions are expected at lower elevations.
Sam, thought this might help. Dad. That's hurtful, Dad. Thank you.
You know
For
that
that.
feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk, but sometimes I see her in this, like, army uniform, and she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, like, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after
Oh,
school.
hell yeah. That's how you make friends. You just follow people around, sort of creepily watching them and saying nothing until you realize that they play Street Fighter. And then bam, you've got your in. Close it, I beg of you. Locked it onto my kneecap for a second there and got all confused. Somebody made a pillow fort. Not gonna let me interact with the There we go. Now we're cooking. Hauntings and Poltergeists by Leonard O'Rourke. Find out the truth behind stories that were familiar even to our pagan ancestors. Discover how to tell a hoax from a genuine haunting. How to categorize and understand strange phenomena you may encounter. Learn about the unhappy spirits that share the earth with us and what they can teach us about our connection with the natural world. I'm keeping this. No, this is mine now. I'm just going to walk around the entire house. Okay, I'll put it back in the fort. So many unopened sodas. What's this? The Coliseum, the showplace of Oregon. A tradition of excellence since 1933. Pulp Fiction at 7:15 p.m. Good choice. Good choice. The X-Files. Again, excellent choice. Grab a coaster. Because I swear to God, if I see another one of these moisture rings in my home, I will quit the Forestry Service to beat your ass full time. Grab a cassette. Girl Scout. Role model. Let's take a listen. Boop. Yeah. Can't see it, but I am headbanging right now. Also, I hope everyone's still asleep. It's a little bit louder than I expected after the small-ass tape player. Don't suppose the way that I put it in has any... No, it sure doesn't. No effect on what gets played. Terry, hey man, how have you been? I know you're a published author and everything now, but my editor at Hi-Fi Aficionado has too much review work to go around, and he's looking for another freelancer. Naturally, I thought of you. You were saying in your cast letter, your last letter even, how much of a pain it's been trying to find a publisher for your latest work of literature. Yeah, that's generous, but okay. And writing stereo reviews is dead simple. Sit at home with a glass of scotch, listen to some records, and write up how it sounds, and then get paid. I've included some issues of the mag to use as examples if you're interested. Send some samples to my editor, little cheese cubes maybe, and tell him your old college chum Mike sent you. Here's the address. Do it. Do it. Mike, please calm down. It's that book Dad wrote. Prepare yourself for bosoms. Terence L. Greenbrier, The Accidental Savior. November 21st, 1963. John Russell knows that the president's life hangs in the balance, but who would believe him? It's not just another James Bond. It's a high-class political thriller. My name is Nicholas Wolfe. So I have to sound fancier. There it is. Than the other guy. Airplane. Wonderful. Don't you dare call me Shirley. Beetlejuice and RoboCop. What a hell of a double feature. Blade Runner Director's Cut. X-Files, X-Files, X-Files. What a lovely home. A lovely home you have here. Ew, the Andromeda strain. Gross. Time machine and Clue? But here's how it really happened. What's this? Clash of the Titans. Remember the good old days when you could just rip a movie onto a VCR tape and enjoy the hell out of it? Until that tape broke. don't know what that is. The heaven? Heaven? At the edge of the world? Samantha Greenbrier, Grade 2. Story, The Turtle People, Part 1. Captain Allegra looked off at the ocean. It went on forever, or so it seemed. Some day she would find the edge and get to the paradise there. Then she heard a cannon fire. Boom! It was the black pirate ship. She yelled, "I thought we lost them at Horse Island." The first mate said, "Looks like you thought too soon." The black ship came up along the side. Captain Black himself came out on the deck of the black ship. He yelled to Captain Allegra, "You're never gonna find the edge. There ain't no paradise, and your father were a lawyer." He was a lawyer? What? Captain Allegra yelled back, "Then why do you keep following us, you imbecile?" The first mate yelled out, "We'll stop you, Captain Black. We'll find the edge of the world, and you'll see her father was no lawyer." The battle kept going until Captain Allegra's ship got away. "Now, west," she said, and the ship sailed towards the sunset, blinding everyone on deck with its god rays. Where are we going? This is riveting stuff. This is what should be published. Let's set aside the JFK conspiracy theories and time travel and get this turtle people story out there to the masses. All right. I'm gonna leave it. Leave a little ambiance. I'm also gonna turn on the fan to gently waft out the smell from that pillow fort. That'll be good. It's filled with poltergeists. You know what I'm saying? The United States Department of Agriculture, U.S. National Forestry Manual, Northwest Region Prescribed Burn Procedures and Precautions. Grab a bunch of coupons, yes please. 25 cents? I'm rich! That is a happy little tree, if ever I've seen one. Nope, no thank you. That room will stay unexplored. Katie, please tell Mom and Dad sorry about the stuff that's missing. Sam. What were everyone's childhood obsession movies? My very first was Logan's Run. It worried my mom, so poor 5-year-old me had it rough. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to poor 5-year-old you. This gives me Muppet Treasure Island vibes, and I'm here for it. Mine was Monster Squad. Mine was Homeward Bound. Legend. With Tim Curry. Everyone should have a first and then many, many subsequent experiences with Tim Curry. It's a very important part of childhood. When you're a professional pirate, you don't have to wear a suit. Alright. I'm good on tissues. I'm good on coupons. Thank you. That's good highlighter. Alright, and I found it. Hi, Lonnie. So, if you wanted to come over to my house still this afternoon, that would be so cool. It would even just be cool. I don't know where I got the "so" from. I can drive. It's kind of far, but I can drive you home, too, so hopefully that's fine. Right back and leave this in my locker if you still want to. And we can meet in the parking lot after 6th. Samantha. Yeah, I am totally in. And tubular. See you there. Then I'm gonna kick your butt. Get ready. Hadouken!
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, it turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
It's even sadder. All the other kids are teasing you, but then the nice girl you're developing a small crush on also calls you the psycho house girl. That hurts your feelings. But she's into it, so it's okay. She's not teasing. Infinity Timing by Mimi? Okay. Into the White Gordon. Should probably ask Gordon first before you just dive right into it. That's the stuff. It's been a long flight. I'm just gonna nurse this gently. What we got here? Distilled in Ireland. Fine number 9 Irish whiskey. I'd better put it back. Somebody's tinkled their little shot glasses all over the floor. That's a hazard for the feet, if ever I've seen one. Play record. Oh, yeah.
Somehow I always knew that someday we'd be through. Now that it's happened, I just can't believe it's true. I've done the best I could to keep from feeling blue. Can't get you off my mind. What am I going?
I need to turn the music off to read this very thoroughly.
Why, Daddy,
But, oh, this is so jazzy. I love it. Love the record scratched. Great little touch. All right, strap in. We're about to learn. We are about to learn about the reproductive system. Below are 2 stories. The events are all out of order. Get a sheet of lined paper and write Reproductive System Worksheet number 6 at the top. Then choose one of the 2 stories, A or B, and rewrite it, depending on your preference. Begin with the title and your name. Find a topic sentence to begin your paragraph. Put the sentences in chronological order. Make sure the last sentence is a good concluding statement. Number A. The menstrual cycle. It travels through the fallopian tube. The ovary releases the ovum. About 2 weeks later, since the lining of the uterus is not needed for a pregnancy, it comes out through the vagina. It is incredible how the female body knows how to prepare for pregnancy. If the egg doesn't meet a sperm, it dissolves. While the ovum is developing, the lining of the uterus is getting thick and soft. Another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries, and the process begins again. An ovum starts to develop. Well, that's all out of whack. Number B. I am produced in the testicles. I go from the vas deferens to the urethra, the life of a sperm cell. I go through the cervix and the uterus into the fallopian tubes in search of an egg cell. I develop for 2 or 3 months in the epidermis. When the penis becomes erect, I leave the epidermis and travel up into the body through the vas deferens. Epididymis, I'm getting it all wrong. It is not the epidermis. And I'd like to apologize for this bad information. The epididymis. As I pass the prostate gland, the seminal vesicles, and the Cowper's glands, fluids are added so that I can live longer and swim more easily. Without me, an egg cell couldn't begin the amazing process of reproduction. The urethra carries me, along with about 200 million others, but I'm out of the penis in a process called ejaculation. If I can find the ovum before the other sperm do, I will be the winner, a part of a fertilized egg. The menstrual cycle, a novella. The early morning of September 1st, 1937, Essa Glatz stares out the window of the train as it travels from Vienna back to her home village of Wielun in Poland. As the train rumbles along and the sun rises over the countryside, she can only think of her dear Borislav, the boy she is engaged to wed. Meanwhile, deep within her guts, an ovum starts to develop. Essa's train approaches its destination. Her heart races. The lining of the uterus is getting thick and soft. I love the narrative nature of this. As Essa steps off the train, her eyes dart quickly across the gathered crowd. Then, there, her dear Borislav, still in his baker's smock. He must have dropped his early morning duties at his father's shop to come meet her. Her heart skips a beat. The ovary releases the ovum. It travels through the fallopian tube. Over the wheezing of the steam engines, a deep hum grows. It is Borislav's testicles. No, it's coming from the sky. You see, dark shadows pass over the station. A whistling sound. Essa, her thoughts only a second faster than the bombs, reaches out toward her dear Borislav across the crowd. Their eyes lock, and the moment freezes. The flash and smoke envelops him almost instantly. In the assault by German forces, almost 75% of the people in her hometown are killed. The rest, including Essa and, for a time, Borislav, huddle in a half-destroyed church. He is blind. His legs are missing, bandaged with torn bed sheets. Essa's egg will not be meeting a sperm. It dissolves. The tragedy of it. About 2 weeks later, Boris loses his grip on life. Essa has given up her rations to keep Boris alive, but in the end, nothing can save him. Since the lining of the uterus is not needed for a pregnancy, it comes out through the vagina. Essa vows to survive. She sets off to join the Polish resistance as a daring spy and saboteur. Another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries, and the process begins again. It is incredible how the female body knows how to prepare for pregnancy. See me. Well, come on, that was brilliant. That is A+ work. Tying in multiple subjects to this assignment. It's good stuff. Poor Boris. And the spot where his legs used to be. Okay. It's my favorite thing ever. Okay. It's back here. Flick. Oh, fashionable. I'll take it. Samantha, please give this to your mother. She did not. She left it in her coat pocket. Janice, thank you for having Danny over to your new home. He has missed having his friend Samantha in the neighborhood very much. Danny asked if he could lend Samantha his Nintendo Street Fighting tape, and I gave my permission. He needs to spend less time with those games anyway. No hurry returning it. Let Samantha know that she is welcome back to our house to visit any time. Sincerely, Mary Shoots. I'm guessing.
When you live in one place your whole life, your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend. And Daniel only got weirder over the years. So moving away has been a good excuse to, not see him anymore. But he did always have the good Nintendo games. Maybe I'll give him a call.
That's really the core of any friendship. I think you're weird, I don't like you, I'd like to never see you again. But, ooh, you have the good Nintendo games. I'm sorry about what I said, and please come over. Alright, I interrupted this for the overlords. Continue to jam. I care not if it wakes others. I was hoping it would fill the entire house with beautiful, beautiful music. It
Now
does
that
not.
it's happened, I just can't believe it's true. I've done the best I could to keep from feeling blue. Can't get you off my mind. What am I gonna
Voodoo, mildew, and shandu.
do? Why, Daddy, I didn't know you were.
I'm right here looking at you.
Daddy.
Honey. If it ain't me, it's my shadow.
You think I sent you far away
I ain't been nowhere.
from me? I thought you'd stay away.
I love it. All right, moving on to the next room. Hello there. It is so nice to see you. Do we have another crumpled note? Katie, please, whatever you found, don't tell Mom and Dad. The attic. Did the attic write this note? Is this cordially signed? The attic? Locked. Damn it! Curse this old house and its refusal to be explored. I'll be back. Alright, that's most of the leftmost wing. I guess we have to go upstairs now, as the other door is locked. See if I've received any new messages since I last checked. No. Surprisingly, people are sticking to the rules of propriety when it comes to late-night phone calls. Alright, up we go. Lovely. I like the little curly bits. That's my favorite. It's too dark in here to read the form. There we are. What's this form? Tuchelma County Forestry Service. Notice of temporary personnel transfer. Bruce Pendleton, head of personnel, State Forestry Service, to aid in the upcoming prescribed burn operation. A ranger with expertise in the procedure is being transferred to the station at Flintlock National Forest, effective 9/2/94. Please see attached personnel file. The overseeing officer at Flintlock Forestry Station, Senior Conservationist Janice Greenbrier, is charged with the supervision of transferred personnel. The duration of transfer will be based upon performance evaluation as well as the recommendation of the overseeing officer. With much love and kisses, Bruce Pendleton. Thanks, Bruce. I thought I saw something, but maybe it was a graphical glitch. I'm gonna hope that it was a graphical glitch. Seemingly no readable book titles here. More's the pity. Got a cassette tape. Bratmobile Potty Mouth. My favorite. For Sam. No tape? No tape in it. Love Thing. Stab. Cherry Bomb. Throwaway. Product. Psalm Special. Fuck Your Fans. Polaroid Baby. Panic. Bitch Theme. Richard and Cool Schmool. Also, Joswana. Kiss and Ride. No You Don't. And Queenie. You're gonna like this one. Especially Kiss and Ride. Where's the tape, though?
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls, I
Carefully
don't
set it.
know. But being around Lonnie is like
With love.
instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
It's so rare to find those special people in your life. I'm proud of you, Sam. To whom it may concern, I, Samantha Greenbriar, am 17 years old and am therefore an independent, fully functional human being. The fact that you still forbid me from going into the city on my own is frankly absurd. Compare with Katie, who's only 3 years older than me, and yet you allowed her to go all the way across an ocean to another continent on her own. I just want to spend an evening in a normal, totally safe city, on my own, like a human being, and since you may also remember that I have my own car now, you can't really stop me. Warmest regards, your daughter Samantha. I'm so sorry if I missed you. Thank you for stopping by. I need to be keeping my side eye better on the chat. I do apologize. It was lovely to see you. Daniel called, and Daniel called again. He wants his Nintendo game back. Well, tough noogies, Daniel. Sam, stop leaving every damn light in the house on. You're as bad as your sister. Hey game. I am feeling very called out. I like it when there's a little light so that I can navigate, and maybe I have to go back to a room, so I may as well leave the light. And now you're calling me out. Alright, I guess we should put on our gas mask and lead pantaloons. Testing. Where in the hell did I leave my lead pantaloons? What's this? Hi, Lonnie. I wrote this in first period and left it in your locker on the way to school. It's what all the cool kids are doing, I've decided. Write me back. Also, here's an idea for something to draw. 2 cats on a motorcycle. I've looked ahead. It's glorious. Don't spoil it for yourself. Don't look down. But oh my god, 2 cats on a motorcycle. Hey, this is a good idea. What all the cool kids are actually doing is sending each other pages in their beepers. That's so cool. But we're cooler than them, because guess what? They can't put this on a beeper. Beep beep. 2 cats on a motorcycle. Your drawing of cats was so good that I added a background to make it even better. Maybe I should just stick to writing, though. I like it. How did you know they were about to be abducted by aliens? I'm looking at Mr. Fish right now. I feel like he would probably have lots of cats. Also, like his secret shame is he watches 90210 religiously. I'll ask him about it after class. He said he doesn't have cats, and also that he's never watched 90210, but I could see in his eyes that he was lying. Check for the pillow. Good. Codes. Chun-Li moves. Fireball. Lightning kick. Helicopter kick. Air stomp. Grab the cartridge and blow on it. Adventurous the Cat returns. It's the sequel, you see. That's why he's doing this with his fingers. Because it's the sequel. Damn it, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Give me my Nintendo. Give me your Nintendo back. Bratmobile Cool Schmool. It's got a little dagger on it. And a dead person. Because that's what's cool. Nothing cooler than a dead person. This is where I keep my jeans And my jeggings. Did they have jeggings in 1994? Was that recent technological innovation? Stereograms! Yes! I love stereograms. Hold on. It's a shark! That's amazing. I love these stupid things so much. It's a beautiful shark. What else do we have? Gotta get real close. Oh, this is just a big three-dimensional heart. Going the thump, the thump. I love it. Oh, what else do I have? Super Spitfire! Patooey! And Journey of Crystal. That's the Loot soundtrack to the fantasy-themed video game. Even though it sounded more like some sort of small, out-of-tune trumpet. Read brochure. Sam, I think the creative writing track would be perfect for you. Mrs. Blaylock? Reed College. We'll teach you how to. One of the nation's most lauded private liberal arts and sciences institutes is proud to announce its 14th annual summer program for young scholars. This program invites students of grade 10 and 11 to attend lectures. Well, that's a good sign. That's a good sign for the educational foundation of the school. Workshops and discussions covering a wide variety of intellectual pursuits. By focusing on small group sessions and close faculty-student interactions, the program encourages young minds to thoroughly explore areas of growth and enrichment as they approach the threshold of higher education. The program is divided into distinct tracks by subject matter, but students are encouraged to select sessions from secondary tracks along with that to which they are admitted. On-campus housing and meals are provided as part of the program's tuition. Scholarships for the summer program are available based upon merit and need, judged by each student's submitted portfolio and financial documentation. The summer program's tracks are English Creative Writing. Beyond the benefits of the program itself, 3 students from each track will be offered a full scholarship for their first year at Reed, and then you have to pay. If they decide to attend the university full-time as undergraduates and are accepted by Reed's admissions board, educators at student schools have been provided with documentation outlining the specific requirements for each track and processes for submitting portfolios and applications. Students accepted to the program will be notified at the beginning of calendar year 1995. I can't wait. I can't wait to see if I've been accepted. Ow! My knees! On this kitchen chair! Damn it! Ow! Damn it! Again! You'd think I would learn. Giving it a wide berth. Frankenstein. Metamorphosis. The Scarlet Pimpernel. They seek him here. They seek him there. The War of the Worlds. The Master of Balantre. The Call of the Wild. Masseuse Stand? What? No, Treasure Island. The Virginian. Selected Stories and Poems. The Jungle Books. More than one. Ben-Hur. Tom Sawyer. Oliver Twists his... Never mind. And Emma! Nice collection. This Goodfellow is a real bad boy. Yeah, there's a better look at him with some light. Look at how he's dressed. Showing off his whole... Never mind. He's not showing off his whole. He's just... The Misfits. One discarded sock. Civic Institute of Art exhibition. I have malaise. It's fair. Goodfellow High School disciplinary referral. Sam, what did you get caught doing? Mr. Benchley observed Ms. DeSoto wearing a t-shirt with an unacceptable image on the front, a large beer can labeled Pabst Blue Ribbon. Ms. DeSoto was sent to the guidance counselor's office. Ms. DeSoto was given the option to turn her shirt inside out, change into a shirt from her gym locker, or be suspended for the rest of the day. Ms. DeSoto chose suspension. Well, yeah, that's the best of the three. Her father was called, but there was no answer and no answering machine. Let's rub it in that they're too poor to have an answering machine. Ms. DeSoto must return this form tomorrow, signed by her father. Or she could, as is warranted, crumple that bitch up and throw it in the trash, 'cause this all seems like a bit much. I have lip balm. I didn't mean to, but I do. Groove magazine. Exclusive. AIDS in Africa. That's so weird exclusive. Soul Asylum Live. Eddie Vedder. Weezer. Veruca Salt wants it now. Does she? She did seem a little spoiled in the film. Kurt Cobain. And also an exclusive interview with Rage Against the Machine, who, when asked to sit for the interview, just kept shouting, "F*** you, I won't do what you tell me!" Steggy? Aww. Hey, Steggy. Cutie. Aw, Steggy. I love him. Put you in the chair so that next time I bump into it with my kneecaps, you'll cushion the blow. It's Steggy. Sonic Boom 94. At the fairgrounds. What's this board game? Got your number? Are you going to the dance with anyone? Who's got a crush on you? For 3 to 5 players. Do you like sports? Would you introduce me to your friend in a romantic capacity? Are you busy Friday? So dreamy. Get your friends together. It's time to find out who has a big crush. Is it Matt from science class? Or Daryl from track? Or are Matt and Daryl already an exclusive item? Hand-holding in the park and whatnot. You'll never know. Unless you've got his number. The King's Labyrinth, Chapter 2, Frayed Threads. Captain Allegra, still in her flowing skirt and sturdy jerkin, descended the single shining thread into the lower cavern of the labyrinth. She and the first mate, on their own now, grew closer to their goal. Do you still have to specify him as the first mate if there are no other mates? If they're on their own now, why? Never mind. They grew closer to their goal, the throne room of the dead immortal king of the island. The first mate slid down the line onto the stone floor, burning his thighs. She swept chalky bone dust from the front of her canvas trousers and looked up at Allegra. The silken thread, nigh unbreakable thanks to the enchanted moths that inhabited the island, trailed behind, leading their way back to the entrance. From further into the labyrinth, a moaning began to echo, and they wondered just what sort of labyrinth this was. The moaning grew louder and clearer. It turned into words from some ancient language they could not understand. The king's cursed voice. The hairs on Captain Allegra's arms stood on end. She looked back at the first mate, whose eyes remained locked on the blackness of the passage for a moment too long before noticing the captain's gaze. The first mate nodded silently. Following the king's ghostly song deeper and deeper into the labyrinth, they came upon a rocky gap, spilling forth otherworldly blue light. The great basin of the dead king's throne room lay below. Skeletal, in rotted robes, the king was hunched over the blue orb topping his royal scepter. Shadows of his bony fingers danced on the walls like ghouls. As he sang, wailing souls flowed in one by one through the cracks in the cave walls, pulled into the orb, causing it to glow brighter and brighter. Behind the king, a long staircase hewn from rock led down into the chamber from a passage at the top. "It would have been much easier to come in that way," said Captain Allegra. We have the advantage in numbers. I will draw his attention, and then you—" But the first mate interrupted. "No, I'm smaller and quicker, and you know of dealing with mystic energies like these. I will circle to the other side, get the king's attention with a jaunty dance, and lead him on a merry chase." She held up the silk line, "all traced by this invincible thread, of course," Allegra said. "It is a good plan, but perhaps we should go together." Allegra said it is a good plan. Not the first part. The first mate shook her head. "You know this is our best chance. Don't be afraid for me." They grasped hands and exchanged 3 tight squeezes, their palms growing warm. The first mate tied the shining thread to the belt of her trousers, gave a quick salute and a wink that was quite saucy, and dashed off. Allegra waited, staring vigilantly across at the top of the stairs where the first mate was to appear. The king continued his... Wait. No, the singing stopped. The king turned and began walking up the stairs. Allegra wanted to call out, to do anything to stop the first mate from running headfirst into danger. She tried tugging on the line to signal her. No use. The king was nearly at the top of the stairs when the first mate burst through the passageway. She skidded to a stop. Even from across the yawning basin, Allegra could see the first mate's eyes grow wide. She turned and ran. Summoning his undead power, the king left the ground, levitating, his robes blowing up to reveal a quick peek at his rotting butt-cheeks, gliding behind her with distressing speed. From some dank passage much too far away, Allegra heard the first mate scream. She was already running toward the sound. The line in Allegra's hand went taut and then shuddered. It fell slack to the stone floor. As Allegra ran, she was gathering line, twisting it around her arm. She came to its end. The unbreakable thread dangled limply, its end shredded and frayed in her hand. Well, it wasn't unshreddable or unfrayable. That's your problem. She tossed it to the ground and ran. What happens to the first mate? Where is Chapter 3? Mitten. Aww. What happened to Mitten? Let's not think about it, really. Cute. Oh, hell yeah. Jamming out. Even the clams are getting in on this party. Put you there for a second. Oh yeah. The Holy Bible. I prefer this one. Thank you. Ain't nothing like this in the Holy Bible, I can tell you that. Alright. Already checked out the bed, or this back door. Read brochure. The Brother 150. This is the one. Me and my dad are building. Want to go for a ride when it's done? Hell yeah, I do. I want to gently snuggle you from the back as you go perhaps a bit too fast. I want to believe. Alright, back door. What which leads back into the hallway. You have two... What a luxury. You have 2 doors to exit. Wow. Spoiled much? I guess I did not check this. Another 4-digit combo. What a party! I haven't had that much to drink, Jodie Foster. Well, how many fingers am I holding up then? You better not have been reading my secret diary again. Here you go, Mitten. Have some pâté. Meow. Gross. Hey, get out of here with that gross. This cat is doing its best. Samantha Greenbrier. Metalworking and engraving. C-. Not a challenging assignment. Metal plaque for family portrait, reasonable subject, but not complex. When I said that Mom and Dad should be replaced with parents' names, I did not mean just add them underneath. Acceptable leveling on edges. Show more pride in work. How am I supposed to show more pride in my work and be constantly fucking criticized for it? You answer me that. Riddle me this, Teach. I gotta go back and look at this now. Kim Basinger would never. I think it's nice. I think it's B+ to A- level work. Apparently the combination to her locker is not etched into the back of it, though, as I might have hoped. C- my ass. Alright, I don't think we saw a combination. It would have been cool if the combination was inside the stereogram. It was not. Samantha. S is for special, A is for adorable, and M is for merry, and then another A is for affectionate, and N is for nice, and T is for thoughtful, H is for honest, and A is for admirable. It's a wonderful song. I feel like perhaps the mother had something to do with the creation of this plaque. And while I appreciate the vote of confidence that you think I'm admirable, it just feels like sometimes you don't really know me at all, and you're just picking basic platitudes to describe me to both yourself and your friends when you talk about me behind your back. Or behind my back, even. Combination. (1017) Is that your favorite? Your favorite radio station? Nope. Really shouldn't be just breaking into my sister's things. That's not nice. We'll keep looking. So we've got a door over here. That's probably next in line. And then perhaps the back corner. Ew! You need a little extra bleach in there next time. So many clothes. Dad is a bit of a clothes horse. Nice. It's just what I wanted to see in my parents' bedroom. Good. Good. Also, intimate private tapes. But Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, plus the Fugitive, all the President's Men, Silence of the Lambs, Bridge on the River Kwai, The Sound of Music. Would you ever, like, crawl into bed after a long evening and watch The Sound of Music? That seems more like a formal movie, not a bed movie. Really none of my business, though. Multiple underwear drawers. There you go, Mom. This one's broken. Mitten. What a little cutie. And I didn't see that. All right. I doubt the combination to her locker will be in her parents' bedroom, but here we are. Timberline Booksellers in the Wistaria Town Center. Take your time. I'm glad to have it in good hands, Rick. I yanked it right out of wherever he was stopped in the book. I hope that he wasn't stomped. Walt Whitman's Leaves of Grass. A collection of poems was first released in this form in 1892, but not before it was banned on grounds of obscenity and lewd literature behavior. He died only 2 months after its release, on March 26, 1892. Seeing, hearing, feeling, these are all senses, and miracles, and each part and tag of me is a miracle. I'm too weak to open it. It's so sticky. Dear Jan, oh honey, let me tell you, I understand how you feel. Bob and I have had our down... What? Down periods. There it is. Like, please tell me that's not what I think it is. It's become a bit of a way of life, actually. You get used to each other. You live your own lives in the same house. The kids grow up, they go away. I'm sorry, this isn't helping, is it? Don't worry. Terry will get over whatever's distracting him. Things will go back to normal, and as for Sam being distant, well, that's a teenager for you. Nothing to worry about. In the meantime, though, this controlled burn, that sounds like quite the adventure. But let's cut to the chase. This new ranger they sent? That's what I want to hear about. Ranger Rick? You have to be kidding me. It's too perfect. You have to tell me everything. And send pictures? I want the whole package. Send me a picture of his package. Wait, that sounded wrong. Keep your chin up until Terry is out of his slump. And in the meantime, write more letters to your old friend Carol. She adores them. Love, Carol. Carol's letters are completely, unsarcastically, the best part of my day. What a good friend. Grab Mom's purse. I'm a purse snatcher now. Push the button. Push the button and invade her private sanctum. Sanctum of privacy where she keeps her lip balms. Invade it. It is secure. An Earth Day benefit celebration. Music for the planet. Featuring Earth, Wind, and Fire and Willie Nelson. That was my favorite band growing up. Earth, Wind, Fire, and Willie Nelson. Dear Mom, Dad, and Sam, I am in the Channel. This is my second passage through the Channel. I just like writing Channel. I'm on my way back from London, this time going to Brussels, Belgium. Sorry I didn't write you on the way to London, but I was too excited about the damn Channel. London was great. Dad, I know you've always wanted to visit, and I think you really should. You would love it. If you all wanted to come back here as a family sometime, I guess I could be convinced. I love you all. Katie. Stamps from the Queen. These are royal stamps. The kind of stamps that the Lord would never have. Ah, it's the Victorian girl. And her bucket hat. David Copperfield. The American Illustrated Medical Dictionary. Erotic diagrams. Writing the one way. There's only one way to write. And that's to just do it already. Stop beating around the bush. What did that bush ever do to you? I'm gonna squeeze out all of your toothpaste as an act of rebellion. Cinnamint. Nice. Spicy. Don't do anything weird to their toothbrush. I know you want to. I know that your first thought upon highlighting the toothbrush was to drop it in some dark, linty corner. Do they not have a toilet in here? Do they poop in the sink? I'm so confused. Don't poop in the sink. Mom. Don't even have a mirror. This is a sad house, lacking basic amenities. Ah, I found it. I found the toilet. Good. I, too, like to look at various different kinds of pine cones while I'm bathing myself. That's my jam. After the honeymoon. Rediscovering your spouse, personally, spiritually, and sexually. By Reverend Alexander Michaels. I would love to take sexual advice about my spouse from the good Reverend. Thank you. Yes. It may seem inevitable that the spark you and your spouse shared on your honeymoon should fade over time, but it doesn't have to be. Reverend Alexander Michaels will show you how to rekindle the fire you once had, 'cause nothing is sexier than a reverend. Make it a priest, and I'm in. Part 1. Provide simple steps to reopen the lines of communication between you and your spouse, allowing you to face the problems you share as partners instead of rivals. I've dropped something. 1 second. Oh. Part 2. This leverages the Reverend's decades of service to God, helping you connect with a higher power. You will draw strength from a spirituality you may not even know you have. Then, Part 3 offers a number of fresh and exciting ideas for the bedroom, including a few things that may surprise you. The reserves of passion for your spouse run deep, like an aquifer. You just have to know where to look. Reverend Michaels will show you the way, and he'll also show you some quality time. Gross. I'm just gonna. Alrighty. This is irresponsible. But when the house floods, you can't blame the Reverend. What secrets does Dad have lying with his underoos beneath the bed? Dad is surprisingly bland, it seems. Alright, back corner. Sounds like you could use a little quality time. I'm gonna remember that for the rest of my life. It's gonna haunt me in my waking nightmares, dreams. Lonnie rules. It's true. It's true, she does. Oh no. Oh no. Oh good, it's hair dye. Whew. I was worried. Guess this one's broken. Aw. What are you trying to hide from me over there? Okay. Guess it's just broken. Wild color. Red right hand. Semi-permanent. Not tested on animals. That's a relief. Ready to use, but do not mix with peroxide. Okay? If I come to your house and peek in your bathroom windows and find you mixing this with peroxide, I'm going to be very upset at you.
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today. She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. That's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate. We looked in the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy or good or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me.
Oh,
Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited. And the moment was gone.
what a day brightener. That Lonnie. You hold on to that one, Sam. She's a good egg. I go to Europe for like 2 days, and they box up all my stuff and just leave it for me to unpack, even though I probably left strict instructions not to unpack any of my stuff, because that's a violation. Samantha Greenbrier, A Ghost Hunter Journal. Sightings Journal. August 31st, 1994, at 1:19 a.m., a tall shadow in the upstairs hall. The Long Gunman! When I rounded the corner, no one was there. How tall was Uncle Oscar? Note, I was not wearing my glasses. September 3rd, 1994, 12:44 a.m. A faint voice coming from the bottom of the stairs. Seemed like it has a bucket hat, somehow, just in the lilt of it. I said hello. I did not investigate. It probably was the furnace. September 9th, 1994, 4:11 p.m. Poured milk from carton in fridge. It was spoiled. I'm pretty sure I read that spirits can sour milk. The milk was just bought yesterday. Ooh, ghost milk. It's my favorite sighting. October 9th, 1994, 11:24 p.m. Lonnie says she feels a presence in the TV room. I suddenly begin to feel cold. We build a protective pillow fort. That's nice. October 22nd, 1994. 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. Lonnie and I employ a Ouija board as a medium. Disturbing messages are conveyed from the other side. Oscar is definitely here, and tall, and spoiling my milk. Enlisted Lonnie to stay up all night and help patrol the premises, recording any signs of otherworldly presence. Lonnie reported many sightings, but all remained unconfirmed. Possible ectoplasm in attic, probably due to leaky roof. Sample taken just in case. Despite our best efforts, we both fell asleep around 4 a.m. All in all, a successful night, and I was the big spoon. Hey, Sam, you were asking about my erotic ribbons? Oh, JROTC ribbons. Yeah, oh, sure. Here's a handy guide. Orienteering. This means the Army thinks I can find my way around. Rifle team. The Army has branded me as a certified killing machine. Pew pew. Adventure training. I am a born adventuress, and no boarders can hold me. Boarders, with a T, can hold me. The armor recognizes this. The armor... I've lost the phalatus to speak properly. So, if you didn't think I was cool before, now you do. Lonnie D. That's a cool name. That's after you tell someone you're cool, and then you're like, anyway, Lonnie D out. She's right. That is cool as hell. Also, don't keep your D out. That's not appropriate. Katie, Mom and Dad were going to make up the guest room for you to stay in over the summer, but you came home on such short notice that they weren't around to do it. You can use my room if you want. I won't be needing it anymore. Why don't you need it anymore, Sam? Do you need a hug? I'm here for you. Closer than ever to the attic. Sam's dark room. Do not enter if red lights are on. Well, they are, in fact, on. So I respect that. I don't want to spoil the photos. What a lovely little studio. There, really makes those colors pop. Performance evaluation. Richard Patermack, Janice Greenbrier. Exemplary in all categories. Supervisor comments. Ranger Patermack has been indispensable during the course of the prescribed burn. Is this Ranger Rick? I see. He is exemplary in the tightness of his shorts. Indispensable during the course of the prescribed burn, preparation, and execution. I believe his expertise in tight shorts and dedication has been the deciding factor in the success of a very complex and challenging conservation effort. In the opinion of the Flintlock Forest staff, Rick's contributions to daily operations have become essential to his the outfit's continuing success, and to this end I will be formally submitting paperwork requesting his permanent reassignment to this facility. Cordially, Janice Greenbrier. Tape deck. Where be the tapes? Halloween show. The Misfits, they're awesome. Don't forget your costume. The Stygian Lounge, 10:29, 9 p.m. That's downtown. I'll see you there. Lonnie D! I can't wait.
Sometimes you just have to lie to Mom and Dad. Like when Lonnie asked me to see a band with her and stay over at her friend's place in the city after. That's a lie to Mom and Dad's situation. But it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome. And everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Between two songs, Lonnie leaned over and said, "How do you like your first show?" I was so happy. I felt tears starting in my eyes. And then she up and hugged me. I think she could tell.
This show is gonna be amazing. They're so loud and real and awesome. I love it. What's back here? Getting a little slanty. I'm gonna need to speak to that architect. Lonnie, holy crap, I was in the library and I noticed something in the corner and I found a secret passage and it hid Oscar's creepy old stuff in it. Is that why there was that empty-ass corner? Oh my god, I have got to see this. We're skipping 6th. Okay. Sewing room, bathroom, closet. I will be checking that out. Secret passage marked on map. Yay! I love an old secret. Healthy choices. Skills for a healthful life. You too can do this if you only follow these healthy choices. I sure, it'll hurt real bad in your loins, but you can do it. Do it. Is this the Halloween costume? Captain Allegra and the first mate. Yar. Oh, Lonnie D, will you be my first mate? For all of time and beyond. Open the sewing table. Whoop. That's so smooth. So smooth and cool. Can I put it back? I want to see it again. Put it back. Aww. Fine, I'll just live in my memories. Alright. So I'm in the sewing room now. I need to get into Mom and Dad's bedroom. Hello, sitting room. Leave the attic. For now. Into the closet. Aha. Sexy. Fashionable old newspaper articles. Filled with row after row of bow ties and mink. Examine map. The Ghost Hunters, Sam and Lonnie's secret house investigation log. Hidden compartments found. 3. One in the library, one in the upstairs hall, one in the foyer. Evidence of the supernatural discovered. 0. Alright, something in the library. In the hall and foyer. We'll check it out. And happily so. Is there another light back here? I'm getting very scared. I'm so scared. Please give me another light. There we go. Into the library. Lovely. What have we here? Grab the crucifix. Ooh. Alrighty, gonna just step gently out into the library here. There we go. We're just gonna close this up. For God so loved the world, he blew out my frickin' light bulbs. Practically gave me a heart attack. Alright, so there was something in the library, right? Is it in this empty corner? Yes! This is why they did not push the bookshelves. The whole time. Alright. That's not safe. That's a fire hazard if ever I've seen one. The Misfits, Saturday, October 29th, plus special guests, Maidenhead. It has no back.
At Todd's brother's place after the show, there was only a futon to sleep on, so Lonnie and I shared it. The lights went out. I was turned toward her. My eyes started to adjust, and then I could see she was looking at me, too. In the dark, she smiled. My heart was beating so fast. I rolled over. I felt so, I don't know, nervous? After a minute, she put her arm around me and was so close and whispered in my ear, "I really like you." I just nodded my head, and I really hope she could tell. I really hope that she meant what I think she did. I felt like a shook-up can of soda ever since. I hope we have the chance to talk before I explode.
I'm all bubbly inside. Sweet moment. Okay, just outside the foyer. which I have walked right past. Here-ish? Boop. 51. Right 3 times. Stop at full turn, passing first. At second number, stop at third. Property of Sam. Private. Feel like I need the rest of that. Yeah, locker combo. Nice. Private, do not read. Well, that's all I need to hear. Oh, I hope it's mine. I hope it's my privacy. But I'm violating. Heaven at the edge of the world. The Green Glacier, Part 2. Allegra and her scouting party peered down warily through the dense canopy of rustling leaves from their perch high in the forest branches. Mere feet away, sunlight shone brightly off the inner ice walls of the glacial basin in which the forest grew. It was a strange sight, indeed, such lushness juxtaposed with the frigid ice formations. Allegra leapt forward without hesitation, bounding through the high branches. The first mate had been captured by the Green Glacier's Amazonian tribe. His life hung in the balance. "We have to hurry!" Allegra's party followed behind, moving quietly as a breeze through the greenery. Allegra landed in the clearing and shouted, "Stop!" when she saw the Queen Amazonian up on her pedestal, reaching for the lever that would drop her first mate into the vat below. She shouted, "No!" and flung her saber at the Amazon's reaching hand, but it was too late. The first mate screamed as he fell toward the water, then splashed down, and all was eerily silent until the piranhas began to feed. Allegra looked on, frozen in fear and remorse. She had been a moment too late. But then, from the vat, something began to emerge, a head of dark brown hair, just like the first mate's, then the shoulders and sleeves of his coat soaking wet. But as the figure stood and the water poured down, Allegra saw that the first mate had changed. He was no longer a man at all. In fact, what looked back at her were the eyes, the face, the hair, the hands and body of a woman, still in the first mate's clothes, still the first mate. She spoke in a soft, clear voice. "Captain?" The Amazonian queen said, "She is one of us now. She is ours." Allegra drew her magical flintlock pistols from her belt, and her crew readied their swords. Allegra glared into the queen's eyes and said, "That's the love of my life, and you can't have her." I cannot wait for the next installment. Upstairs hallway? Is that the third one? Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. It's Shrek. I'm singing the Shrek theme song. Don't ask questions. Don't ask me. Alright, Sam's room. Is that this one? With the two doors. And so I need to go across the way. Boop. Ouija board. And the other half of the combination. Lovely. Completed combination. Added to backpack. I'll take that pen. Thank you. It's just a pen. Get out of here. Hello? Hello? Who are you? Oscar. What do you want? To come back. Oscar wants to be a little sheep. Goodbye. I was hoping that I'd be able to deal with the chaos and the mess of throwing this pen down the hallway for comedy purposes, but no, I will put everything back where I found it. Alright, so we got the full combination. Checking my backpack. Just, 051. I'm gorgeous. Look at that volume. Hooray. Gosh, Sam. Oh my. The Gentleman's Magazine. Finally, Gillian Anderson. We've been waiting. We've been waiting for years. Finally, Gillian Anderson. Take key.
Lonnie came over
Basement.
today. Everything was different. She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me. Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think. But I said no. There was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say. But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
That's a yes. Do you think you could ever? I gotta go back to Mom and Dad's bathroom. Just throw those in the book to get nice and moist. That's good. They'll still be smokable. They'll just be a little wet. Okay, so we have the key to the basement. What does this look like? It's a key. That's for sure. I know there was like 2 locked doors. I forget if we already resolved one of them. So we can find another. Still locked. Alright. So, is the basement... To basement. That's the one. Good. This is such a fun experience. Just sifting through your childhood memories. And those more recent. Exploring and finding secret passages and turning on lights. Moistening the reverence. It's a lovely time. Thank you for bearing with me. And being with me. Cobwebs. Tasty. That was a mistake. They don't taste good at all. Examine drawing. S plus L equals smooching.
It's different now. I mean, we still hang out all the time like before. But now when no one else is around, well, you know.
Bouncy.
So you could say we're dating. But it's secret. Secret dating? I don't know.
Secret
I mean, I guess
dating.
that's the real difference. Now when we get off the phone or go home for the night, or it's just quiet and we're alone, we say I love you.
Girl, you in a relationship. You are secret dating, yes. It's okay to be confused. Reproductive system worksheet. Is this try number 2? Aw, this is boring. This isn't at all like when Germany attacked and blew off Borislav's legs. An ovum starts to develop. While the ovum is developing, the lining of the uterus is getting thick and soft. The ovary releases the ovum. It travels through the fallopian tube. If the egg does not meet a sperm, it dissolves. About 2 weeks later, since the lining of the uterus is not needed for a pregnancy, it comes out through the vagina. Another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries, and the process begins again. It is incredible how the female body knows how to prepare for pregnancy. And this is the problem with the educational system of today. We have robbed the character of this young woman and then told her she's done a great job. K is for kind and A is for amazing. I is for intelligent. T is for talented and L is for lighthearted. I is for important. And N is for nice. Doesn't really fit in with the rest of the rhyme, but she's nice too, okay? Just accept it. Ooh, toasty. Everett! Rupert, what are you doing back here? Boop. I like it when it's off-kilter like that. I like it off-kilter. Reed College. Dear Samantha, congratulations. I'm pleased to inform you of your admission to the creative writing track of the Reed College Summer Program for Young Scholars for its 1995 session. We believe you have much to contribute to the Reed College community. Based on your portfolio and academic record, I'm also pleased to offer you financial aid to cover 75% of the summer program's tuition and fees. The attached documentation delineates your schedule, optional secondary track choices, and your dormitory assignment. Please remember to submit the attached form if you wish to be eligible for one of the 3 Reed full-time undergraduate scholarships to be awarded to exemplary students at the end of each summer program. We very much look forward to your attendance. Again, congratulations on your admission, and best wishes from all of us at Reed College. Sincerely, Julie Morris.
I'm so stupid sometimes. I was telling Lonnie that I got into my college summer program thing, and I was all making plans like, you should come visit me, stay in my dorm room. But she said, Sam, I ship out on June 6th. I was like, ship out? To where? She said, to basic training. What did you think I was doing all that ROTC stuff for? I guess she's been planning to join the Army right after high school since she was like 12. And I guess she's really going to do it. So I was like, after graduation, I'm just never going to see you again? She said, let's just have fun while we can.
Which was, frankly, like an icicle in my freaking heart. I did not handle it well. Richard Greenbrier, Ph.D., Professor Laureate of English University of Oregon, 1956. Strange man. He seemed to have no facial expression whatsoever, and was described by his students as a sort of a void. The type they wished to avoid. One of Dad's books, with something stuck to it. Gross! Oh, get the gloves. Get CSI down here. The Accidental Savior. Dear Terrence, thank you for sending along a copy of your newly published book. An author's first published manuscript is a momentous occasion. I read it this afternoon. I certainly recognized my son in the subject matter. An author's work is the externalization of that which he holds dear, and that which he fears. Hence the bosoms, I guess, in the other novel. And in this respect, I believe your work was successful. But the lens through which the personal shone was needlessly clouded by genre cliches and implausible dime-store science-fictional deus ex machina. The great authors speak of their life's milieu in clear and honest tones, the lens crystal that refracts their thoughts without distortion. I congratulate you on surviving the great ordeal that is publication, and rest assured that readers of your chosen genre will lap up copies hungrily, like the peasantry that I believe them to be, but I urge you to shed artifice. You can do better. With a father's love and a severe lack of encouragement, Richard Greenbrier, Ph.D. I'm sorry, Tad. I'm sorry you had to read that from your father. Sometimes it's okay to just be proud of your son and support him in the thing that he made, and there will be other chances for him to shed artifice, but maybe he doesn't need to hear that right now, and we can just celebrate for a minute. How's that sound, Dick? Hey, Sam. I'm writing to you from the Multnomah Falls. I'm here on a stupid class trip, which is stupid because it's March, and I don't know if anyone running the school has been to Oregon, but it's so cold, and it's rainy as shit in March. I wish you were here, because then I'd be able to snuggle you. Oh, wait, you are here, because I'm writing this to you in the gift shop. Oh, shit, here you come. That's lovely.
They tell you to stick with the group on field trips, Katie. There's a reason for that. Lonnie and I snuck off on the side paths at Multnomah Falls and got a little lost. Okay, a lot lost. Like, for hours. Right before the bus left, we found a trail and came running down the path, soaked and covered in mud, shouting for the bus not to leave. The school called home. Mom and Dad said, "You didn't get into trouble like this before you met that Lonnie girl." But I don't think they know about us. The kids at school, though, I'm really afraid that's a whole other story. Stick with the group, Katie. Stick with the group.
So many secret passages to explore now. So excited I can't even speak. Yolanda DeSoto. Ms. Samantha Greenbrier. USA. Rawr. Dear Sam, today's Spanish lesson. X-Fly, Mosca, Hubcap, Tabacubos, Sunbeam, Raya del Sol, your love to Amor. Dear Sam, I am so happy you liked the drawing. I was thinking of us when I drew it. I knew you'd be able to tell. You'd love Mexico. I think, probably. The nature here is totally different than back home. I keep thinking about Allegra and the first mate lost on a mysterious island. There it is, where even the plants are out to get them. Chomp chomp. And then I think of them together out there in the wilderness, together out there in the wilderness, together out there, and I start thinking of you again. I lie here in bed and I can almost feel you. I've been trying to save it up for when we're together again. I haven't done a good job, okay, but I tried. Okay, enough about that. Your last letter got to me the day before we start driving back north. We'll be racing this letter home. There it is. If I get home first, we can read it together. And yes, I'm taking tons of photos. We'll have to spend so much time in the dark room. ... Very disappointed that they didn't add practical conversational Spanish to that letter, such as you and your mother too. That is a very important part of learning Spanish. Tu amor, Lonnie. It's like a drug. The first time was in my room in the middle of the night. I woke up and Lonnie was kissing me. A sort of Snow White situation? Oh, come on, No, that's fair. I'm sorry I violated your privacy. I'm sorry. X-ray specs. I can see right through your armor. Girl Scout, the band formerly known as Cub Scout. Set list: role model, authority, main squeeze, telling stories, instruction, first mate, self. Croissants? No, Girl Scouts, and denial.
Todd's band lost their singer. Todd said he sucked. Lonnie said he got sick of Todd's shit. and he was complaining about needing a new singer. So Lonnie was like, I can sing. And they were all kind of like, you can? And she was like, probably. But she's been rehearsing with them for like a week now. And I finally got to see them play in Todd's basement today. And she's actually really amazing. I feel so proud when she's on stage. It's incredible being in awe of someone you love. So everybody knows it's like a temporary situation till she ships out in June. But till then, I'm gonna be at every single show.
Sinwald Fine Jewelry. A 2-half heart pendant with custom engraving L+S. 0 unpaid balance. Samantha, good for you. No, give me that. That's enough headbanging for now. Alright, so we have this passage with a safe and a map, and it's very alluring, but we also still have this little secret back bookshelf passage, which is very alluring. Let's go back here real quick. It's even darker now. And very alluring. Let's do some stairs. Okay. Okay. Oh, thank goodness. I thought it was definitely going to be a ghost. So much space in the walls of this house. Doop. Ah, back to my room. Lovely. Alright. Let's see what dirty secrets I've been hiding in the floorboards. Women outlaws. Pew. She's tougher than a wild Mustang. No female is gonna tell me, yag! This'll show you who runs things around this joint. This is the best comic series I've ever seen. Heavens to Betsy. Fantastic. That's a lie to Mom and Dad situation, but it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome, and everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. The Psycho House Girl. The coolest stuff about being the Psycho House Girl. Cool thing number 1, everybody in the hall thinking you don't know they're looking at you, and whispering as you walk past, because I guess they haven't heard of peripheral... Sorry, I ran out of note. Costumes, skeletons and devil's cheerleaders from the Smells Like Teen Spirit video. One girl dressed as Jackie Kennedy. Topical? It's like 30, 40 years too soon, but topical. Wipers. This is my favorite button. I like to spread the good word about wipers. This one's for you, Grossman. Had enough? The Great Goodfellow Lot Riot of 95. Heard enough? Kicking against the patriarchy. Heavens to Betsy at X-Ray Cafe. Oh yeah, got a whole magazine about it. Girl justice now. We have waited too long for girl justice. Maybe you just want more cool signs. Maybe even a mixtape. Send us your missives from the Girl Riot Underground. Fight back! The Amps bikini kill? I knew it! Did you leave any pizza for me? I'm so disappointed I might cry. I'm crying now. Make for a handsome joker. Goodfellow Senior High School. Dear Miss Greenbrier, I appreciate the time and effort you put into writing your letter. It showed initiative. It was well written, but it does not change my mind on this matter, as I am stubborn and an old fool. While I understand that Mr. Soto is a friend of yours, the fact of the matter is that she defaced school property with profanity. The fact that she allegedly defaced her own locker in retaliation for another student doing the same to yours is immaterial. As to your complaint that no other student has been punished for their part in this incident, the fact is that no guilty party has come forward, and there has been no convincing evidence as to who might have defaced your locker. In other words, there is no one to punish. There's someone to punish, you're just not smart enough to figure out who. I would suggest letting this issue drop, as it will only bring more unwanted attention on yourself, which I believe is what you claim began this whole incident in the first place. Sincerely, desperately unhelpful, Principal Sheldon Grossman.
I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like, her band, and our zine, and her hair, and everything are all anti-authority. But I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation, following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie about who she is. She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
So this must be the other side of the locked door to the main foyer. Alright. Which we now have access to. Guardian angels up above, bless this house with lots of love. It's raining angel love from above. It's so sticky. Salon Josephine. Shampoo, set, color, perm, manicure. What a day. Should have shelled out for that waxing, though. And the pedicure. Treat yourself. Treat yourself with the waxing? Is that... I don't think that's how it works. Froth. Something uncomfortable about that, but alright. My Spanish textbook. Very colorful. As opposed to the world history textbook, which was just literally one single picture of a pyramid. Offer of promotion from Bruce Pendleton. Oh, hey, Pendles. Dear Head Conservationist Greenbrier, due to your exemplary management of the Flintlock prescribed burn operation last year, and the service's need for experienced personnel to direct regional operations, we would like to offer you the position of Regional Conservation Management Director, responsible for operations throughout northwestern Oregon. Your assistance would be sought to fill your previous positions on site at the Flintlock National Forest. Your new posting would be at the Regional Management Building located at 128 Bullhorn Road, which should be much more convenient for your daily commute. Please respond as soon as possible regarding your decision. We very much look forward to your reply. Mom, you're killing it. Hey, Lonnie. Sorry my mom was such a bitch last night. She's hardly ever around since her forest is like an hour away. And then when she is home, she takes it out on you, like, because you're not a member of the family, she knows you won't call her on it. And I'm sorry. It's okay. I know she's just jealous of our cool and freewheeling lifestyles. I feel sorry for you. I'm lucky my mom lives in Florida. You have to have a mom every day. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up the mom thing like that. I know I shouldn't complain. No, I'm being serious. My mom is a psycho Christian, and her new husband, Don, is a complete tool. Living in Florida with him is her eternal punishment in my mind. So, you wouldn't rather live with your mom in Florida? No. No, I would not. Alright, let's just pretend we never read Froth magazine, and we're moving on. Earth, Wind, and Fire at the Civic Auditorium, no cameras. Boop. There's so much house. Every time I think we've found all the house, there's more house than ever before. Sam, this skull was the coolest thing I found in Mexico, and it was like $3 American. I love it. Merry Xmas. Miss you. P.S. Treasure it always. Lick it a little. What kind of skull is it? What, have we not treasured it always? Where is it? The dining room. Take care of our forests. I will. Mom's other purse? How many purses does Mom have? Oh, sorry. Oh, no. Oh, goodness. That was close. Just even that out there. We'll just even that out, and then we... Oh, no. Oh, goodness. We'll just even it out, and then we just... Well, fine. Okay, never mind. Sam, since you refused to hear us out this afternoon, your mother and I are putting this in writing so that we are absolutely clear. You are grounded for the rest of the month from social and telephone privileges and from using your car for anything except going to and from school. We understand you are going through. We understand what you are going through, but we can't allow you to continue with this kind of behavior at school. And clearly, once your privileges are reinstated, we can't allow you to have your bedroom door closed while Lonnie is at the house. This is the last word on the matter. Get back on course so this won't have to happen again. Dad. Dad, you're... Disciplinary referral. Distributing inappropriate materials on school grounds. Phone call to students' parents. Out of school suspension.
I had an interesting talk with Mom and Dad tonight. One you were never gonna need to have. I mean, you've known, right? I've known. I've known since, like, She-Ra. Mom and Dad didn't, I guess. But they saw the zine and the stuff on the locker, and they were like, is there something we should know about you and Lonnie? And so here's the thing. I was prepared for them to be mad, or disappointed, or start crying, or something. But they were just in denial. You're too young to know what you want. You and Lonnie are just good friends. You just haven't met the right boy. It's a phase. That's what I didn't see coming. That they wouldn't even respect me enough to believe me. Well, joke's on them, 'cause they're in for one very long phase.
There is no right boy. 1995 is the year that Gina Davis was in Cutthroat Island, so it's only gonna get more sure of myself from here on out, Dad. Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. The Vatican is weird. I really wanted to read that as nerdy for some reason. As you can see, the Catholic Church still has a lot of money left over from the Middle Ages. That's one way of putting it. I've gotten to see all of the art, including the Sistine Chapel ceiling and the sculptures by Michelangelo, Donatello, and the rest of the Ninja Turtles. Mom, we'll have to come back together. I would love to be here with someone who really appreciates the history behind everything. Also, Sam, they have various relics, as in pieces of important dead people, so you should probably come too. Next stop, Barcelona. Calm down, Dad. I won't get gored by a bull. Probably. God saith, no buts in heaven. Back with thee to the mortal plane. Oh, come on, God. So the skull is the sugar skull in the hallway. Thank you for reminding me. That makes perfect sense. Aha! It's my favorite. Thanks, Lonnie D. Alright, what else do we have back here? Read my terrible note from my father. That has made me sad. Question all of the love that I've held in my heart for him these many years as a family. First off, congratulations. Janice Greenbrier, Regional Director. Oh, it's Carol. Hi, Carol. I love you. And I say congratulations because, come on, you're going to take the job, right? What are you waiting for? An engraved invitation? Ranger Rick is out there with his tight shorts. Now get to it. Call them back. But in the meantime, let's discuss this little outing you had with our favorite flannel-clad hunk. What a blast. But you sound like you're reading a lot into an innocent night out. You're sure there's something there? You said he has an out-of-town girlfriend. You're sure they're not serious? Okay. Do we have to figure out... So, we have to figure out when we'll see each other next in person. Enough with the letters. I owe you a congratulatory margarita, boss lady. Soon. Love, Carol. Carol, you're the best part of my day. Every day. Squeaky, squeaky. Seems to be some sort of greenhouse area. We're going to have to break through the windows. Grab the uncrumpled manuscript. So it was crumpled, and it has since been uncrumpled. I think I get it. I get the sequence of events. The accidental warrior. Don't give up on this, honey. Janice believes in you. Almost as much as she believes in Ranger Rick. So don't you give up now. There's still so much house. There's so much house in here. What sort of salary does an author and a ranger conservationist have to afford a house of this sheer square footage? Press the water dispenser. Well, that seems unwise, considering I don't have a cup. Yay! It was so fun to do, though. Fish sticks. We got fish sticks, we got ketchup. Who could ask for anything more? Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan Blair request the honor of your presence at the marriage of their daughter, Helen Margaret, to Mr. Richard Morris Pattermack. Sunday, the 4th of June, 1995, at 4:30 in the afternoon. Sunset Lutheran Church, Seaside, Oregon. I will not be able to attend. I'm busy. Sam's schedule, working at Crown Burger on Bethel Road. Most days. Oh, thank goodness there isn't a gerbil in here. Whew. I was worried for a minute. wonder if there's anything in this drawer. Do you suppose it's empty? I don't know. They have not put much effort into this kitchen yet, it seems. Well, there's peanut butter. That's all that we really require. Must have a tape in here somewhere. Aha! Mugs. My favorite. That's what I put my liquids in. This is very suggestive. Mother. How could you? Thinking about Ranger Rick when you were purchasing art for the kitchen? I see. I see. A message from our future saved the president once, but within 24 hours there will be another attempt, and the lines of communication are down. Dear Mr. Greenbrier, first let me say that I hope this missive finds you well. Hell, it feels like a goddamn miracle that it finds you at all. Do you know how long we've been trying to track you down? Worry not, we aren't the feds, the men in black, or any other sort of creeping fascist hobgoblins. In fact, we're on your side. Let me start from the beginning. Unknown Dimension is what you might call a specialist publishing house. We traffic in the weird, the ahead of its time, the lost but not forgotten by a small but dedicated group of plugged-in bibliophiles, type of out-there mass-market shunning visionary expression that refuses to be taken on anything but its own terms. We've had unparalleled... I'd like to read it properly, if that's okay with you. We've had an unparalleled run since our inception 4 years ago, unearthing and reviving Christ or zombie-like timeless works such as N.N. Bestman's Message of the Snake Man, It's Inside Me by Jens Keller, and Emil Krieger's oft-banned Venusian Flesh Traders. My favorite. But ever since we discovered tattered copies of your Accidental series at a church rummage sale in Long Branch, New Jersey, we've been trying to track down the author of this weird and dark American outsider art. It's just the kind of forgotten portal into the 20th century civilization's anxieties and delusions that our readers lose their minds over. James Bond and Harrison Ford might be the dick-swinging heroes that modern suburban America wants, but John Russell, his dick decidedly not swinging, mild-mannered insurance agent by day, reckless history-revising sociopath by night, is the twisted peacekeeper that it deserves. It is our mission to bring him back to life. Okay, so we've typed plenty. What do we want from you? We want your permission to reprint the work since your original publisher, Mercury Books, folded a decade ago. We want you to supply a new foreword for the books to appear in brand new editions of The Accidental Savior and The Accidental Pariah, to be produced by Unknown Dimension as a limited run and marketed directly to our highly discerning customer base. And we want to offer you a portion of the proceeds, contract to follow, assuming you're interested, in coming along with us on this weird odyssey. We look $ forward to embarking with you, and to thrusting your work screaming back into the sweating palms of an unsuspecting American public. It's about time. Blast off with Madison Kaczynski. It's a very nice message that any author would love to hear after their publisher folded decades ago. This looks like it leads around to the greenhouse. Or maybe it's just a dead end. The lights were already on. They were on the whole time. Halloween box! Open it! Open it! I want to see the decorations. is my name tag. It's called Crown Burger, but... Are we sure? Are you sure that's what it is? Because you sell clown combos, and your mascot is apparently a clown. But you are Crown Burger? Sam, your mother and I will be away for a long weekend. Thank God, I didn't want to see you anyway. Celebrating our anniversary, June 3rd through 7th. We will be camping in the Gorge. I'm sure you will be, sickos. But we will give you a call on the way home. Sorry, the kitchen is still mid-renovation. Never trust a contractor. $40 is on the table to order pizza while we're gone. Be good, Dad? You be good. I'm not the one going to a gorge. Aww, Lonnie T's hat. I would like to wear this hat, please, to honor Lonnie T. Who is, definitely alive and well to this day, right? Right?
I asked Lonnie what she had to do to get ready to ship out for basic training. She said, not a lot, really. You're not allowed to bring anything with you. You have no possessions, no contact with the outside world while you're in basic. You just train hard every day, and then you deploy from there. So, they'll just send her away. To who knows where. The other side of the country, the other side of the world. My mind, can't process it. She's really going to be gone. Just gone.
Greetings from Barcelona. You got a light back here? Anybody have it? Never mind. I'll just use this. Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. I have had a wonderful time on the beaches of Barcelona. Dad and Sam, I think you would like the Gaudi architecture. It's from a strange alien world. I am headed to my final destination, Amsterdam. For how long? Well, that depends. I am running low on money. I'll look for a cheap standby ticket and call you when I'm headed home. Sorry for the short notice. Can't wait to see you all again. It'll be good to be home. You'd think so, but then you come home and everything's just so frickin' complicated all the time, and you don't know how to feel about it. A going-away show for Lonnie D. All ages. As long as you can afford $3, you are welcome.
Lonnie had her going away show with her band tonight. She's so incredible on stage. When she was singing, I could practically forget everything. That we only had 48 hours left. That I don't know what comes next. That I can't live without her. Then she dedicated the last song to me. And I couldn't take it. I was out on the curb in the alley, sobbing till my ribs hurt. I would follow her anywhere, Katie. But I can't. Where she's going. After a long time, she found me. She said she was sorry. She said, I wish things could be different. I just wanted to make you happy. I said, I don't think you can anymore.
Pizza on a weeknight? Yeah. What do you think? It's like time sensitive? Yeah, pizza whenever you want. But maybe not too close to bedtime. It gets greasy. It's greasy in your esophagus. It sort of backs up in there and causes problems. It's fine. I mean, you can do it. You can do it. But just be careful. Yay, we found the greenhouse. What we got back here? many notes on my book. It was already published. I don't need your notes. It's done. I'm on to the next one. The Accidental Human. A new, unreleased manuscript that is just as terrible as the others. Strong Pines. A couple's counseling retreat. Led by Ranger Rick, no doubt. Sure to help our relationship. From the pen of Terence L. Greenbrier. Wow, that's pretentious. Dear Kaz, I can't tell you what a joy it is to see John Russell back in print. Thank you very much for sending along copies of the new editions. The cover art is really something. That's not a compliment. I know you've said that Unknown Dimension isn't in the business of printing new material, but this revived interest in my work has brought on a wave of inspiration, resulting in a manuscript that completes John Russell's journey, which I think you may find intriguing. It is reflective and introspective, without forgetting the excitement and weirdness that Unknown Dimension readers expect. I hope this might be an exciting new direction for Unknown Dimension to pursue. At the very least, I am grateful that John Russell's adventures didn't come to an end quite when I thought they had. My thanks and regards for all of the checks, Terence L. Greenbrier. Jazz. Cover copy. It's been almost 20 years since John Russell heard the call. Twice he saved a president's life. He's practically forgotten the days of the future of danger and excitement, the days where he mattered. So when that familiar rip in time opens in front of him and his handlers peer out, he doesn't hesitate. Is the president in danger? No. The life you save this time will be your own. His handlers are sort of stuffed up nasally. We've established that in the previous novels. Another map. Secret door under the stairs. That's where we'll do it. What? What do we get? I hope you have blankets down there at least. Midnight, June 5th. Final preparations are complete. Secret door
We
under
agreed
the
our
stairs.
last night together
Tell me
would be
more.
our happiest ever,
Tell me more.
and we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off, then ran up to the attic to look through our photos, to find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past, and there wouldn't be any more. And I didn't know what I was going to do. And I cried. And she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning, I woke up, and I was finally alone.
Oh, Lonnie D. That's no way to live your life. Lonnie D, Liz. Oh, God, I miss her. So the question is, do we go to the secret door below the stairs, which seems to be there? The other place we never went is to the attic, but the light was on. The red light is on, indicating dark room shenanigans, and I don't want to ruin the only physical copy of, like, photos of Bigfoot that we have, just due to my curiosity. It is locked. Okay. Worth a check. Why is it so wet? What's so wet? Oh no! That's not going to be good for the walls. Plaster. Alright, secret tunnel beneath the stairs it is. That's where we'll do it. Shh. Aha. Possession and Exorcism by Christine Quinn. Interacting with the supernatural and releasing unwanted spirits. You mean, like you don't want the spirits around and so you're releasing them? Or like, unwanted spirits were locked away and you have released them? I'd like some clarification, Christine. Noted psychologist Christine Quinn guides the reader through the detection of spirit possession in oneself and in others by carefully inspecting the bumhole. The release of displaced or trapped spirits and the procedures involved in successful exorcisms. The healing of lost souls is a particular focus. Allowing loved ones and local entities to move to the next plane is sometimes the core of a spiritual cleansing. It is a fascinating exploration of the processes connecting us to the other side with real practical value. And that's coming from a doctor. Gently. What have we here? Name tag. It's Oscar. His spirit is with us even now. It's Oscar. Oh God, his spirit is close at hand. We've got chalk. And that's it. Take attic key. It's all coming together. Honey
The
snaps.
sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen.
Intermixed all the exorcism stuff.
I just want to sleep.
Chew some honey snaps.
When I'm in the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait.
I'll be right back. 1 second. I'll leave you with this lovely view of the stairs. Coffee. All right, we have the attic key. And to the attic we will flee. And in the attic we will seethe. Seems like a hazard. I'm very tired. I've been walking all around the house. So many rooms. No, it's been a genuine privilege. Oh, I guess the mama bird isn't coming back. Sam. Always remember what we had. Stay strong, kick ass. I love you. Lonnie D.
Oh my God. Katie, I fell asleep in the attic, in Lonnie and my old spot, and I missed the first 2 calls. I just barely caught the third one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie, on a payphone. She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the army and being apart and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said, "Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me." and let's just drive until we find somewhere for us. And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes.
Hell yeah. Wait, you left your photographic paper. Oh, come back from Salem and get it. Oh, sorry, I broke it. I dropped it and it's broken now. You don't have to come back from Salem. I probably shouldn't be turning on lights. Just in case. Like, don't even come in if the red light is on, and then I come in and start turning on a bunch of lamps right next to her. Chemically treated precious photos. It's not a great plan. Lovely photos, though. Stay strong. Kick ass. Lonnie D. What's this? There and back again. Hobbit's Tale by Bilbo Baggins. Letters to Katie. Do not read if you are not Katie.
I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person, that I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did.
Oh, I understand.
And that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me.
How could
And
I
just
ever?
know that I am where I need to be. I love you so much, Katie. I'll see you again.
I love you too,
Someday.
Sam. Give my love to
Love,
Lonnie.
Sam.
I'll see you soon, wherever you get sent up. Come bring me a houseplant. It was such a lovely experience. House exploration. Secret passages. My dear sister. Abby. I appreciate your time greatly. I guess we're just over 3 hours here. That was a nice little chunk of the day spent in pleasant company. Thank you so very much for that. She was developing a photo that would have won her a Pulitzer Prize, you absolute jerk. Hey, what are these light switches doing? Adventure may in fact be Alan Wake 2 next week. Well, I've been waiting like 11 years for. Are you going to wait until this weekend? Just see after the credits? Or maybe I've ruined that by pressing the B button. But there did not seem to be. Thank you for going home with me. I never did get to check if Jeeves finally got my rucksacks from the hallway. They're probably soaking wet by now. Oh well. I won't scold him. He's probably deep asleep. I love you guys. See you soon for another adventure. Thank you again. Bye. Bye.